channel. Today I'm here with something different, something I'm very excited about. We're going to test out some popular men's fragrances today, you guys. I have samples for a lot of them, and actually 3 of them are ones that my husband already owns, and I will share my thoughts about those ones. Then I have samples to some popular men's fragrances that I'm gonna test out today to decide which one I'm going to get for my husband next for Father's Day, among of course other presents. So I thought, you know, with Father's Day fast approaching, right around the corner, this will be helpful to you ladies in deciding what to get for your man, your father. Let's jump right into them. So like I said, you guys, I'm super excited for this video because it's something different. Mostly I talk about unisex and women's fragrances on my channel, but I have talked about men's fragrances in the past, but mostly I talk about unisex and fragrances for women. So I want to start talking more about men's fragrances on my channel, you guys. I want to make sure that I'm helpful to the guys watching my channel as well. So yeah, let's talk about these fragrances, you guys. So you guys, my husband is very low maintenance. He is very simple type of guy. He doesn't wear a ton of fragrances. He doesn't own a ton of fragrances. In fact, all 3 fragrances that he owns are fragrances that I bought for him. And no, he didn't buy them for himself. He's more of like, I'll put on my deodorant and my aftershave and I'm good to go kind of guy. He's very, very low maintenance. I'm trying to get him to get into fragrances a little bit at least. So I'm trying to have him kind of expand out of his, you know, usual 2 that he gravitates towards. So he has 3 fragrances, like I told you, and he doesn't like one of them. I kind of agree. I bought it for him and I got the biggest bottle available, and now I regret it. He doesn't wear it at all. This was something I got him like a long time ago when it was cool, and apparently this one is not cool anymore. It's not why I don't like it. I will get into that here in a few minutes. But he has 2 that he just loves, and I just love on him. So I will start with those 2 and the one he doesn't like, and then I'll get into the samples of the popular fragrances that I have right here with me. So you guys, these are the 2 fragrances that I just adore on him. They smell very sexy, very manly sexy to me. I think most women like fresh fragrances. On men, we like when men smell fresh and clean, and men like sweet fragrances on women usually, not always, not all men, not always. Generally speaking, men tend to like sweet fragrances on us, the ladies, and we tend to like fresh, clean fragrances on men, the guys. So these are 2 that I just love them. They are so sexy. So they are Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce and Giorgio Armani Acqua di Perfumo. Oh, so sexy. So sexy on him. Really, I mean, look at this. You know, the bottle says it all. This one right here is always gonna be close to my heart. There's a funny story with this one actually. So when I was really young, you know, much younger, I was into perfumes, but I wasn't like so much into men's colognes. I didn't really notice, you know, I didn't really pay attention to what men were wearing. I wasn't into, you know, like checking their colognes out. So one day I was at a mall. I was walking down one of the aisles and I walked past this store, and it just had this most intoxicating, sexy, manly, sexy scent that came out of that store. And I was like, what was that? Who was that? You know, it just turned my head like immediately. And to see that scent was coming from the Abercrombie and Fitch store, you know, oh, it was so hot, you guys. So I walked past the store and like in a cartoon, I like walked backwards towards the store and I went inside like, and I didn't have any need to buy anything from there. I was like, I need to smell this. And I walked into the store and I was like, you know, I was like, wow, it smells so good in here. And they had like, they used to, I don't know if they do that anymore because I've been to Abercrombie stores recently and I don't think they do that anymore. Like, I think they used to like spray the perfumes like through the whatever. I think they used to do that and not anymore because I haven't smelled the Abercrombie store walking past it. But anyway, oh my gosh, so I walked in and it was so intoxicatingly sexy, manly scent that just, ooh, it was like, you know, it hit me some type of way. So I was like, wow. And I've never had that kind of reaction to any men's cologne. And that was like my first strong reaction to a men's cologne. So I thought I would share that with you guys. It's so sexy. And look at this bottle. I mean, that's exactly, you know, that says it all about this fragrance. It's very sexy. It's very, very hot. I know it's not like a super expensive fragrance. I don't remember what this cost. This is his second bottle. He had a larger bottle and this is the second one. He went through the first bottle. He's used quite a bit of this. The reason why he's not running through this very fast is because he likes to wear this only when we go out on dates, you guys. He likes to save that for date time. He says he doesn't want to ruin that smell wearing it all the time and he wants to wear it on our date night so that I would have that reaction, you know. So that's really cute. I want him to smell like this always, but he doesn't want to get me used to it too much, you know what I mean? Let me refresh my memory by spraying it right now. Okay, you guys, are you ready? This makes me weak in the knees, you guys. I'm really embarrassed. I can already smell it before I spray it. It's a cologne, you guys. It's, you know, colognes are the lowest concentration of oil in perfume tier. Colognes, and then you get the, you know, eau de parfum, and then you get, you know, entons, and you get extrait de parfum. So it's the lowest concentration, but my goodness, projects like a beast, this fragrance. I can smell it over here. It's amazing how men's colognes have so much projection. I feel like they do but more than our fragrances. They make them strong somehow. I think the perfume notes tend to be stronger. So let me spray it. Oh, you guys, this smells so fresh, so sexy, so clean. That fur, there's fur in the opening. It's such a sexy opening. It's a very aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, citrus, fresh, earthy, musky, light, like tiny bit of white floral kind of scent. It has fur in the opening, sea notes, which gives that marine kind of vibes to this. So it's like fresh, and that fur has that sort of balsamic, aromatic touch, you know, it gives that touch in the opening. And it has a couple of citruses. There's lemon and orange, and there's a tiny hint of cardamom, which adds that slight bit of spiciness to it. And then there's petit grain, which is a sort of a green note. I just love the opening. And in the middle you get a couple of herbally notes like rosemary, sage, and then there are a few floral notes in the middle. And in the base you get edgy and earthy base notes like musk, oak moss, vetiver, sandalwood, and then there's Brazilian rosewood, I believe, in the base. Whew, really good. It's such a sexy scent. It's beast mode. I mean, I can smell my husband like feet away when he wears this, and it's got great sillage. Like I walk past the store and I, you know, few feet past the store and I could still smell it. The first time I smell it, it's got great sillage, great projection, lasting power is very, very good. If you ladies want to give something for your man, the father of your children, on Father's Day, this is good. This is a sexy fragrance. This may not be the fragrance to wear on Father's Day, but you can gift this to him on Father's Day. This is Abercrombie Fierce, my favorite scent on a man. My husband doesn't really like unisex fragrances, you guys. He likes those very like men's fragrances that are clean and fresh, and that's kind of what I prefer on him as well. And no offense to all the guys out there who want to rock really nice unisex fragrances. There's some amazing ones like Giorgio ones, for example. They have ton of amazing unisex fragrances, and Colognes is another brand. Unisex thing, this whole unisex fragrances thing is actually recent. It's something that they started to do recently, the perfume houses, because they want to be able to sell more fragrances to more of us. You know what I'm saying? They figured out by categorizing them, women and men, they weren't selling as many as they could sell, which is why the whole unisex thing came to be. You know, there are fragrances, even though it's called unisex, that lean feminine or lean masculine. Really, at the end of the day, they can be categorized either this or that, but they just don't want to. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion on unisex fragrances. You know, it's really something that they're doing to sell more fragrances. And my next favorite, so I'm gonna actually cover my husband's name on this fragrance, you guys. I actually had his name engraved on this bottle. This is the Acqua di Dior Perfumo. This one, you guys, is my husband's favorite. He loves this fragrance. Between these two, sometimes I really can't tell which one I like more. This one's really, really sexy, really good too. I mean, this goes from a formal occasion to a date night type of fragrance. This one's also very kind of aromatic marine type fragrance, you guys. I think we see a theme here. I really like my man to smell like aromatic and marine type of vibes, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is an aromatic, marine, fresh, spicy, amber, a little bit of like smoky, citrus, warm, spicy, woody, balsamic, patchouli type fragrance. Patchouli is really actually really good, better I would say in men's fragrances, because patchouli tends to have that sort of earthy, herbally quality, which I'm not saying women's perfumes shouldn't have that. I am kind of neutral to patchouli. I don't love it, but I also don't, you know, hate it. So I like patchouli sometimes as a base note in women's fragrances. But I think patchouli is really great in men's fragrances, you guys, because of that earthy, herbally sort of quality that patchouli has. No wonder I love this fragrance. It opens with sea notes and bergamot. What's not to like in a men's fragrance? Oh my goodness. So fresh and clean. So sexy. And in the middle you get sage, rosemary, again those herbally notes, and then there's geranium, I believe. And in the base you get incense and patchouli, which is quite simple actually, the fragrance composition, but it's a very, very nice fragrance, you guys. It's kind of sexy, but it's also kind of formal. This is a fragrance that would go with a lot of different occasions. So it's like a very versatile fragrance, you guys. It can go from a formal occasion to a date. Like I said, it's something that would work with pretty much anything really. Whereas I wouldn't recommend Abercrombie Fierce for formal stuff because it's a little too sexy, you know what I mean? Like a little bit, you know. But this one is also very sexy, but in a very sort of formal kind of way. So it actually is very versatile in my opinion. Again, I'm just one woman and this is just my opinion. This is just how I feel, you guys. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who feel different things about these colognes. I mean, this is just me. I'm one woman. This is my opinion. This is Giorgio Armani Acqua di Dior Perfumo. The one that was a flop or was a fail, I got it in the biggest size, ironically. So we're now stuck with this ginormous thing that looks like a brick. You could like hit someone with it. Anyway, yeah, he doesn't like it because he feels like it smells a little, not feminine, but like rather it doesn't smell fresh and clean to him, I think. That's probably what it is. I actually like the scent, but again, I'm not sure if I like it on him. And apparently this fragrance was like so popular a few years ago, this was like all the rage and like everywhere, all over Europe, everywhere. Apparently now it's no longer cool. That's not why it's a fail. I mean, I don't form my opinions based on what other people feel or what other people think is cool, but rather it's not the best on my husband, like to him and to me. But it's a very good fragrance. I love the way it smells. I've considered wearing it myself several times because it's a nice scent. It smells so very good. Well, this is none other than 1 Million by Paco Rabanne, you guys. I mean, look at the size of this bottle. I bought this a long time ago, way long ago when it, I think, first came out. And yeah, see, there's something very sort of unisex about this fragrance and a little bit almost leaning feminine in a way. No wonder I like it. Like, I like the scent. This actually reminds me of a couple of my fragrances up there, my women's fragrances. I can't think of which one's there. I can't put my finger on it, but this smells like several of my own fragrances. This could smell great on a woman, actually. A man could wear it, but it's, you know, no longer cool. Apparently, I think the reason why this smells kind of unisex, leaning, kind of almost feminine is because of those white florals. I'm not saying men's fragrances shouldn't have white florals, you guys. I'm telling you, like, white florals are in both types of fragrances for men and women. Even actually Fierce, I believe, has some white florals, kind of unnoticeable in there. But this one, like the main accord in here is white floral. That could be why that this smells almost kind of like a unisex feminine leaning to my husband. And now that I'm smelling it, I kind of agree with him here. The white floral in here is tuberose, you guys. As you know, tuberose has that creamy kind of bubblegummy sort of thing about it, which is why this is smelling more like a female fragrance. It's very animalic because of the white florals in here. It's woody, it's salty, it's tropical, it's a little bit leathery, it's a little bit coconutty and a little bit musky. So this has tuberose, which is really prominent in here. There's manoi oil, there is salt, there is solar notes. Like, solar notes are like white floral type notes. There's leather, there's cashmeran, there's labdanum, and there's pine. So that labdanum and leather has that leather touch. And then there is ambergris, which gives it that marine kind of touch to it. But the ambergris in here is not all that prominent. It's kind of in the background, I would say. I know that they have Lady 1 Million, but really this is something I would say a woman could wear. My husband really doesn't like wearing it. I might sell it or I might keep it for myself. I don't know. I haven't decided, you guys. This is 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. And so my husband just tends to wear these two. He only has two, which brings me to the samples. Because I want to buy him another fragrance, you guys. And I want to decide which one to get. And I have a few samples here that I'm going to test and decide which one to get. So the first sample I have here is something that everyone knows about, you guys. It's something that everybody knows about it. This is Dior Savage. I already know how I feel about this fragrance, but I'm just going to do it on camera for you guys. So this one to me, you guys, isn't all that special. I mean, it's good, but it's not a special fragrance. It doesn't smell particularly sexy. It doesn't really smell sexy really at all to me. Honestly, you guys, now I just smelled these two. When I sprayed these two, like when I opened their caps, I could smell them from over here. This one, on the other hand, it smells, I don't want to say weak, but very light, not very strong at all. Yeah, when I got the sample, like first tested it out, I kind of felt like meh, you know? And I asked my husband and he was like, no, you know, he didn't like it either. It's just not something that I would call sexy, not a very strong fragrance. It's kind of okay. It's way too well known, you know what I mean? It's like everybody who heard about this or saw a commercial or anything would have this, I feel. It wouldn't make my husband feel special, really. So it's a very kind of fresh, spicy fragrance. It's like ambery, it's aromatic, but not as aromatic as like these two, for example. It's musky, it's woody, it's very kind of herbally. Like I said, that fresh spiciness and the herbaliness is very prominent in this, and it's warm spicy as well. It opens with Calabrian bergamot and pepper, which is fine. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of pepper in the opening, you know, whether it's women's fragrance or men's fragrance. And then you get lavender. Traditionally, you find lavender in men's fragrances. And then there's geranium, there's elemi, and then there's Szechuan pepper, pink pepper, there's vetiver, I believe, in the middle as well. And then in the base, you get ambroxan, which is the synthetic version of ambergris with that marine quality. And then there's cedar and labdanum, I think, you guys. Labdanum has like sort of leathery nuances to it. I think they would have been better off putting leather in the base. Honestly, would have made it a little bit more manly, I guess. And that's the other thing. This doesn't particularly smell all that manly to me. I personally like a fresh, clean, sort of masculine smelling fragrances on my husband. Personally, on my husband. But this is not speaking for every man out there. Different men have different preferences, and their partners, whether it's a man or a woman, they have different views as well, tastes as well. So this is just, again, my opinion about what I like on my husband. Yeah, this one, Dior Savage, it's not a very special fragrance. It's okay, it's a nice enough fragrance, but it's just okay. And I don't want something that's just okay for my husband. It's not my favorite. So the next sample I have, you guys, I'm very excited about because I've heard really good things about this, that it's very like hot and manly. This is actually a flanker of the original, I think. So this is the Spice Bomb Night Vision. So it's not Spice Bomb the original, I don't think. Oh yeah. Hold on, you guys. Hold that thought for a minute. I want to smell this and Abercrombie Fierce next to each other. I swear, these two have similarities. The Abercrombie Fierce and Spice Bomb Night Vision. I'm not sure if this flanker is like close, very close to the original, but at least this one, the Spice Bomb Night Vision, is quite close to Abercrombie Fierce, actually. By that I mean it's sexy. It's definitely sexy. Whew. This one's a winner, you guys. This one's a winner. This might be what I get him next. Well, we'll just have to test the rest of them, but I have a feeling this one's gonna win. Ooh, this one's sexy. Ooh, yeah. This one is very aromatic, fresh, spicy, warm, spicy, woody, amber and green and fresh and slightly nutty. And it's like slightly bit of balsamic. And that bottle, you guys, I mean, I'll put a picture up here. Sexy looking bottle too. So this opens with a bunch of citrus notes and some spice notes. So there's, I think, grapefruit and lemon in the opening. There's black pepper, chili pepper, and cloves in the opening. Chili pepper, you guys, chili pepper. Yeah, I've not seen that in any perfume, actually, men or women's. So this is supposed to be obviously a kind of spicy fragrance, Spice Bomb, duh. So yeah, spicy citrus fresh opening, I would say. It has, I think, also green apple, I think, in the opening. And then there's cardamom and nutmeg in the opening as well. And in the middle, you get lavender, clary sage, rosemary, mint, coriander, and mastic. Mastic is like that sort of balsamic, almost like turpentine kind of smell. And in the base, you get a bunch of nutty notes, including pistachio, I think. And then there's balsam fir, which I think is what I'm attracted to the most as a manly note. Again, it's used in women's and unisex fragrances too, but in this kind of composition, in men's fragrance compositions, fir tend to really amp up that sort of manly, sexy vibes, you know, in men's fragrances. So I think the balsam fir is what makes it smell similar to the Abercrombie Fierce. And then there's in the base, there's olibanum and benzoin, Well, you guys know benzoin smells a little bit like vanilla. And olibanum is like a balsamic kind of somewhat green kind of note. And then there's Peru balsam, which, you know, along with the fir balsam, really amps up that manly kind of vibe in this fragrance. And then there's also cedar, patchouli, and labdanum, I think. Yeah, this one smells close to the Abercrombie Fierce in that same kind of vibe, you know? Yeah, I'd say very sexy, the Spice Bomb Night Vision. I don't know if the original Spice Bomb smells almost like this flanker, but I think I probably will like all of Spice Bomb flankers and the original, I have a feeling. The first one that I liked, so I'm gonna set this on this side, so I know I like that one. Next, I have a unisex fragrance actually, you guys, but I really think I already smelled this. This will smell better on a man than on a woman, in my personal opinion. This is Dior Priveline Spice Blend. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be better on a man than a woman. I think they're technically unisex fragrances, but I tell you something, this smells like something that would smell better on a man. It's a very spicy, like a very warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, soft, spicy, like very spicy kind of fragrance. Spice blend, duh. It's got cinnamon, it's aromatic, and it's slightly boozy. I think it has rum in it and it's woody. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be better on a man. So it opens with rum and ginger, very boozy, kind of zingy opening with the ginger and the rum. And then you get a whole bunch of spice notes in the middle, you guys. It's like a spice galore. You get pink pepper, you get black pepper, you get cinnamon, and you get cloves, you get nutmeg and coriander. So lots of spices in the middle, which makes it warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, soft, spicy, every kind of spicy there is. And in the base, you get sort of like herbal kind of touch from that bay leaf. And then there's woody notes, which makes it very woody as well. So yeah, this definitely is a fragrance that is gonna be better on a man than a woman. But however, it's not the one for my husband, you guys. So I'm not gonna pick this one for my husband personally, but I really think a lot of guys out there would like this fragrance. If you like a very nice, spicy, warm, fresh, spicy kind of fragrance, this is the one for you. If you like spicy fragrances, really like very manly smelling to me. I'm sure there are a lot of you ladies out there who actually do like it on you, and all the power to you. Like I said, personal choices, wear what you like, wear what makes you happy. I'm just sharing with you how I feel about this. I would say very manly, very spicy, very nice fragrance, but not for my husband. I don't find it particularly sexy. So yeah, this is Dior Spice Blend, Dior Priveline. So next I have Giorgio Armani Acqua pour Homme. So this one, Homme means man, you know, like, so this is for men, obviously. It's fresh, but it's not strong. It's kind of, again, I don't want to use the word weak. I think it's light. Almost kind of disappears in a way. I wonder what the sillage would be like on this. It's nice. It's a nice fragrance. It's very fresh. It's super fresh. You guys, this one is a very fresh, aquatic one. Very like citrusy and aquatic, like a burst of citrus water, kind of fresh fragrance. It's nice, you know, it's fresh and clean, like the type of fragrances that I like. Like I said, it's citrusy, it's aquatic, it's fresh, spicy, amber, it's aromatic, it's kind of woody, floral, fresh, sweet, and kind of like florally. And that's probably the part that I'm not loving so much. I smell the florals, especially after the opening. The opening is very nice. It's aquatic, fresh, citrus. But then when it gives into the middle and the base, I'm smelling those florals, which kind of takes away that sort of, you know, masculine vibes, if you know what I mean. There are white florals and really manly ones to my nose, like Fierce has some floral notes in there, but it's just the way it's blended, or it's just the way the composition is. In this, I'm smelling the florals pretty well, and I know which floral I'm smelling. It's jasmine. Jasmine immediately gives me feminine vibes, to be honest. You know, like I said, this has like a very aquatic citrus opening. It's because it has water notes and bergamot, you guys, which is really nice in men's fragrances or even women's, honestly. And I love water notes and bergamot, and you know, very like nice, fresh, you know, citrus opening. And then this has jasmine, neroli, and nasturtium or something, like some floral note. And then there's fruity notes like persimmon in there. There's labdanum, there's rosemary, there's amber. But you know what? It started out kind of nice, and then it went to a kind of a feminine type of direction with that very strong jasmine. I can smell the jasmine really well. This is because my nose is trained to smell fragrance notes, you guys. I can smell that. I can pick up the jasmine. Maybe a lot of people won't pick up the jasmine this strongly. I don't know. Yeah, but definitely not the one for my husband, I would say. This is Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio pour Homme. Next I have another Acqua di Gio. This is Acqua di Gio Absolu. I don't know if it's going to be any different from the other one. Let's try. This one's similar to the other one, but this one's better. It's very kind of marine, citrus kind of vibes I'm getting. Definitely marine, a lot of marine quality in here. It's a very aromatic, woody, citrus, fresh, spicy, marine, amber, fruity, warm, spicy, and fresh fragrance. It opens with bergamot, lemon, and grapefruit, and sea notes. So it's very citrusy and marine, you know, in the opening, that marine citrus vibes, the fresh and clean that we're going for, most women like. And then there is a couple of fruity notes like apple and pear. In the middle you get the geranium, lavender, and rosemary, which is typical notes you would find in men's colognes in the middle. In the base you get amberwood, labdanum, woody notes, tonka bean, and patchouli, you guys. I don't know how I feel about tonka bean in this fragrance. Very much like vanilla, which to me smells better in women's fragrances. The dry down is really nice, you guys. This one's nice. I really like the opening, the middle especially. If they added maybe fir or something balsam, like resin balsam family, it would really put it over the, you know, fence for like a very sexy men's cologne. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one. Yeah, this one's good. This one I would say is even borderline quite sexy. So this is Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio Absolu. Next I have a very popular one by Yves Saint Laurent. This is L'Homme. This means the man in French. Okay, I went and got different perfume strips, you guys. I prefer these ones anyway. I know the other ones you're supposed to actually hold this way, but I don't like it. I always spray it this way. I'm going to try that now. This is very popular also. This one's actually similar to the, in a way, a little bit similar to the last one. I'm picking up a note that's similar to the last one. I just tried the Acqua di Gio Absolu. I think there's tonka bean in here. I'll have to check the fragrance notes here in a second. This one's really like warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, citrusy, aromatic, woody, green, vanilla, ozonic kind of fragrance, you guys. It has a very zingy, zesty opening with the ginger, bergamot, and lemon, which I like very much, you know, that's the way to go. And in the middle you get violet leaf, you guys, which is very kind of like cucumbery, ozonic kind of note. There is a bunch of spices in the middle, and then I believe there's like white pepper, and there's basil, which is like an herb, you know, so it's very kind of ozonic, earthy, spicy kind of middle. And in the base you get cedar, Tahitian vetiver, which is very earthy, with tonka bean. I told you guys, tonka bean. This does have tonka bean. So it has a little bit of like vanilla sweetness in the base. Do I like the tonka bean smell in there in the base? You know, same with the other one. I really like that one too. The Acqua di Gio Absolu. And I feel about the same way about this one. Very, very nice. You know, sort of kind of sexy too. I mean, I would say if they added a little bit more of like a Peru balsam or some kind of balsam in here, or fir, something like that, it would have kind of made it a little bit more sexy fragrance, which I think this is still very nice, very sexy. I like it. I like this one. I like the that one as well, Acqua di Gio Absolu. So yeah, you guys, now it's time to decide what I'm getting for my husband. So these are the 3 I liked, you guys. I liked Spice Bomb, Night Vision, very sexy. Ooh, you know. And I liked Acqua de Jour Absolu and Yves Saint Laurent Homme. So yeah, these are the 3 that I liked. I would rate it Spice Bomb first, and then the YSL Yves Saint Laurent, and then the Acqua de Jour, the Giorgio Armani one. It's a clear win, you guys. Right here, Spice Bomb is the winner. Spice Bomb, Night Vision. I think this is the one I'm going to gift to my husband on Father's Day. I bought him a bunch of other presents. Don't worry, this is not the only thing I'm getting him. I got him a bunch of very sentimental gifts. You know, as a father, he should receive. You know, the kids got some stuff for him. I bought some things that I know would love, that he's been wanting. And then I'm getting this as an additional gift. So I'm gonna run out and buy this on Friday from our mall here. So yeah, you guys, this is definitely the winner. So you guys, I would say out of the ones that I have here, if you're a daughter who's wanting to buy your father a perfume for a Father's Day gift, I would suggest out of the ones I tried, I would say Acqua de Jour pour Homme, or you can get the Spice Blend Dior, that's a good one. And even Dior Savage, you know, is good for you to buy for your father. Like I said, I don't think it's a sexy fragrance. So, you know, you don't want to buy anything that's like too sexy for your father. But by the way, you guys, Acqua de Jour Perfumo is, yeah, it can be sexy, but also it's very formal too. So, I mean, you could buy this for your father, but I definitely wouldn't suggest this one for your father, the Abercrombie Fierce. So that's not a good one. And 1 million, no, not a good one. Again, Spice Bomb, too sexy. And your father, I mean, you're buying it for your father, but he might want to be sexy for your mom, you know, or his partner. So get the man something that goes both ways, formal, sexy, whatever. Like I said, the Acqua de Jour ones are always really good. Any Acqua de Jour, really. I'm definitely getting Spice Bomb for my husband. It smells similar to Fierce, but not exactly the same. I find it sexy, and that's what's important. And my husband wants fragrances that I find sexy on him. You know what I mean? That's what makes him happy. So that's what I'm going to buy him. So I hope this video was helpful to you ladies out there trying to find something for your man for Father's Day, or those ladies or, you know, sons, whoever out there who want to buy a gift for your father. I wanted this video to be kind of a video where I try samples and try to pick out a sexy fragrance for my husband, but also review all of them for you guys as well, the ones my husband already has and the samples I have for you guys as well at the same time. So like kind of dual purpose. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload. Guys, if you're watching my videos, I see who's watching, you know, you guys are watching my videos, but you're not subscribing. So why not subscribe so that you can get notified and not miss any videos? It just makes sense, and it helps me grow, which helps me bring you more videos and give you information and do all this stuff for you guys. So I hope you subscribe. Happy Father's Day early to all those amazing fathers out there, you guys. I will see you guys in my next video.